there, this is Leah from Mommy Edge, and I have a tutorial on how to use the new Patch Builder toolkit for Photoshop Elements. I figure it probably is helpful for Elements users to see exactly how this goes down. So, first things first, you're going to load up everything. I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. You're going to want to open up your main like C drive, your local disk. And this is for Windows. I'm sorry, I don't do Mac. I know it's probably bad or something, but whatever. It works for me. All right, program data. Then I'm going to go to Adobe, Photoshop Elements, Photoshop. I picked the version 8, and then go to Photo Creations. We're going to be putting things into the folders here. We're going to be going to Layer Styles and also Photo Effects. Photo Effects is going to be for our actions. Layer Styles is for our styles. All right, so I'm going to go to Photo Effects. I have my actions. It says PSE actions. I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to Control A to select all of them, Control C to copy them, and then I would go into that folder and Control V and paste. I've already done that though. So, and then go to Layer Styles. We're going to go up a folder in our zip, and you'll see that it has the Patch Style Toolkit, ASL, XML. Copy those two layer styles and paste them into the folder. Then you can close out and then load up your Photoshop Elements. After you've done that, the next most important thing is you're going to load your brushes. You do that by clicking the little double arrow, load brushes. I've already done it, but you'll see here, it'll say patch border brushes, and double click on that, and you'll have this little list pop up. So that's it for our first part. I have a little palette set out for whatever we're going to be making because I thought it'd be fun if I actually saved all these tester things that I've been working on and give them as a little freebie. So you'll get that if you get my newsletter. All right, so I'm going to open a new document, blank file. I'm going to do 3 by 3. All right, the next step would be I'm going to take my shape tool, and it has some shapes loaded, and I'm going to just use this one. And I'm going to sample from the palette. I want it to be that color for my little thought bubble thing. Ta-da! All right, now I would have loaded my actions, right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on the photo effects. Now you'll have a drop down, and you'll see it says Mommy-ish Patch Toolkit. And just click on that, and you'll see these options here. This is a shape, so I'm going to do create path from shape. If this was a simplified layer, I would do path from raster, and if this was a text layer, I would do path from text. This is a shape, so I'm just going to double click on that. And it's done. So don't be like, it didn't do anything. I promise it's doing something. It knows what it's up to. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose our brush. Now we're going to look and we're going to see what size. There's different sizes. You can actually, there's the huge one, and this is not really to go around, but for you to choose your own size, or there's a 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, a little thing. I like to just kind of bring the tool around and be like, is that about the size I want? Or maybe a little smaller. And like I said, if neither of those are making you happy, you can always just do your own. I'm going to go with the 40. So first I'm going to do the bottom. You'll see it'll say 1/8 of an inch bottom, 1/8 of an inch top. So bottom first, and I'm going to choose my my color. So what do you say we go with blue, this blue tealy color. I guess it's teal. All right, so there we go. And then you're gonna go here and it says stroke it, like the song is stroking. All right, and we're just gonna double click on that. And as you see, it's all like, wee, I had so much fun. Now, if you're a little, I don't want to say OCD, I guess that's kind of mean for people who actually do have OCD, which is kind of annoying and serious for them. But anyway, like I must be politically correct in all things. But if this bothers you, this little bit, I would just take your brush and go like that, you know, just kind of paint with it and get a look that you like. All right. Then you're going to choose the corresponding brush here at the top. Make sure that initial layer there, that stroke layer, is still selected. And you're going to double click on stroke it again. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the bottom layer so I can see better to fix this little bit. And I'm just going to go like that, and like that. And you can just kind of play around with it, whatever. All right, yay! Now, there's a little extra bit. If you're wanting to add the inner stitching part, you can, I didn't put this on all of my elements, like it's kind of personal preference, but you know, you can use it if you want. Um, I would choose a color that's similar, but maybe a little darker. I would go up here, I'm gonna choose my stitching tool brush. I think that's too big, so I'm gonna scale it down to probably about 25 pixels, like that. I am then going to choose my base right here. You wanna have that selected. And then you're gonna choose Stitch It, okay? Now, the layer's gonna pop up right above base. Don't worry about that, we can fix that. So we're just gonna double click on this. Trust me, it did its thing. So we're gonna just drag our Stitch It layer to the top. And there it is. And you can see how it did a little stitching thing. Oops, I did not mean to make it like that, but hey, kind of works. You can see everything. We can see all the things. All right. So there we go. Now's the fun part. Now we get to add our styles to make this like happen, you know? Or we could add the text that we're wanting to add next and then use our styles. So I think we'll do that instead. Let's get all the actions out of the way. All right, I'm going to choose pink because I'm me and I love pink. Okay, actually no, we'll do the red. There. Like I'm doing y'all a favor. It's like I won't do pink this time. Just this once, just for you. All right, and I'm going to increase this font size a bit. And it's going to say today. And it's a little big, so we're going to scale it down. 60 works. Ta-da. All right. Now what you're going to do is you're going to rasterize your text layer, or if it's an element or a little like image, or, you know, like if it's a flower or a butterfly or, you know, a bumblebee or a fire, you know, galactic empire symbol, whatever, you know, you're going to rasterize or simplify that layer. It's like, okay, wait, simplify my layer. Jeez. All right. And you'll see here that there's this one. It says embroidered effect. What this action does is it adds that little edging bit to make it look like whenever the style's added to it, that it's been like, you know, embroidered on there. If you want to add a little bit more, just double click it again and just keep doing it forever and ever, you know. That's a bit much. It's a bit much, Leah. You might want to settle down with that. So I'll do the twice. The twice is okay for me. Now we're going to click on our layer styles. And you can see here I've loaded up Mommyish Patch Toolkit there. Now, every layer has, you know, a style that corresponds with it. They're all named appropriately. Like this is for the patch background, which would be this part. So we go to the base here, and I would just apply that. Or if I didn't like that one, I could do that. I like that. Okay. The stroke, the base here, you're going to apply, look, it says edging thread bottom. Double click on that. And then the one above that, it's edging thread top. See, it makes sense. The Stitch It there is a stitching style here, embroider stitching style. So I'm going to double click that. And then today we have 3 different styles, actually 4 different styles for this bit. So you just kind of play around with whichever one you prefer, just like that. And that quick, that quick with me talking like the whole time. um, we went ahead and we've made an element just like that. Cute, right? Like that wasn't hard. So you can see like how once you get the groove of it, you know, down, that it really does go fairly fast. But yeah, so that's how you use this bad boy in Photoshop Elements. Like I said, you don't have to do the stitching part if you don't like it. If you just like the patch, you know, add it, not add it, whatever. But as you see here, if I turn off the different layers, you can see kind of like how it's built like a brick house. But that's it. So I hope this has been helpful. Remember always, if you feel like it's not working, maybe you didn't load something. It is important with this action that you have your foreground color picked and that you're picking the proper brushes while you're going along. And that's all for today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I loved making it, and I think y'all are going to love using it. I can't wait to start seeing like cute little embroidered patches like in kits and stuff. So if you've made some, link to me. I love to see, like, don't be afraid to send me an email and be like, hey, look what I made. Because I get so giddy. You have no idea. It's like the biggest thrill to see things, actions, and stuff that I make that are being used by amazing designers and seeing how everyone uses it differently. Like, it's huge for me. It's rewarding. So don't be afraid to shoot me an email or a comment on my website, whatever. Um, anyway, that's it. Y'all have a great day. Bye bye.